Hey, welcome everybody to the largest education festival in the world. Okay, am I audible? Yes. So welcome everybody to the largest education festival in the world. 37 days of live celebration, student university webinar season 4. Get connected. Wonderful. Today is day 35 of the event. So in another 2 more days and this grand festival will be over. I hope you enjoyed as much as I loved presenting this to you guys. And you got all the information regarding your studies abroad. Starting, can you see my presentation? Okay. Thanks, Pritesh. Thanks, Mustafa. Uh, I I guess Anushka is not. I don't see Anushka today. Thank you for your confirmation. Now let's start with today's presentation straight away. Today also we will be doing the success skills for US, where we'll be taking the case studies of different US questionnaires that have come. And probably, if possible, then we tomorrow on Friday we will do Canada. So regarding Education Abroad Counseling Center, EACC started in Feb 2000. Our vision is to educate the youth by providing them with study abroad career options worldwide. Our mission to help 10 lakh high school and graduate students achieve career growth using free application technology. We have counseled more than 13,500 students. Our USP is that we are one of those few study abroad counseling who can provide counseling for all countries, all levels, starting from 7th grade to doctorate programs and all major programs. We provide guaranteed admission or we refund your counseling fee. We are a pre-application based technology company, which is more based on providing universities based on your profile. Now let's continue with the case study USA that I continued one with part 2. So today we are going to cover graduate. Okay. Yesterday we covered undergraduate. Today we are going to cover graduate. I had discussed this, but I'll just discuss it again for those who have missed it. Now, in this assumption, in this case study, is that I'm going to take the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is if you don't want to give your GRE, you don't want to give your GMAT, you don't want to give your SAT, you don't want to, you don't have finance, you have so and so problems. Those are case studies. Best scenarios normally basically, they don't have problems. So what about those worst case scenarios who don't have finance? Okay, there could be a lot of issues. So these are the things that I'm putting up in this case study. I wish to apply to reputed public university in USA that offers minimum 40 to 50% discount on tuition fee for international graduate students for all year of studies. So if finance is one of the issues, so he is looking for a discount. So he can apply to university which could be in the range of 15,200 per year without scholarship. And plus there could be some fees which could be 1,800 per year, which could be books, supplies, library, etc. So minimum that he has to qualify for such type of universities is need to get 60% in bachelor's, a minimum of 300 in GRE. And nowadays, because of COVID-19, for MS in computer science, there is no GRE requirement in some of the universities. GMAT minimum 500 for MBA programs. And if you do this, then you may have a chance of getting around 40 to 50% discount on your tuition fees. The second, basically, the second case study is I want to apply to USA that offers full scholarship on tuition fee for international graduate students for all years of study. So he is now looking for to cover his entire tuition fee and some part of his accommodation and living expenses. The same profile, only thing is probably he will have to apply for assistantship. There are universities that give assistantship in the first year, in the starting itself, and there are basically that are give university after the first term or after the second term. But once you get an assistantship with your scholarship, you will be able to cover your entire tuition fees. If you get research assistantship, you may cover your tuition, accommodation, living, all costs, and you will be able to send money home. So that is also possible. Now, case studies 3, I wish to apply for a public research ranked university for fall 2022 intake, which offers in-state tuition fee for as scholarships and accept 15 years of education, or wish to keep the tuition fee within 12,000 per year. So his budget is he wants to keep the tuition fee around 12,000 per year, $1,000 per month, I guess. That is his assumption. So in-state is basically there are two types of fees. One is in-state. If I'm from India, if I'm applying to New York, then I'm paying outstate tuition fee. Or basically, if somebody is from California, he's applying to New York University, he's paying outstate tuition fee. But if a student is from New York, he's a resident of New York, and he applies to New York, he will pay in-state tuition fee. So that's about in-state and outstate. Outstate tuition fees are 2.5 times higher than the in-state tuition fee. So he says, I want to apply to university which offers in-state tuition fee. So what he needs is he needs a bachelor's around 68%, a GRE score of around 300 or a GMAT of 500. For engineering programs, he need a GRE of 285 to 300. For IT, probably GRE is waived nowadays because of COVID. In science programs, you need a GRE score of around 300. So if you have such type of profile, then you have a chance of getting into a research-based public university with in-state tuition fee. And if you are looking at the tuition fee, could be around 16,000 per year without scholarship. In-state will come to around 8,000, which becomes much more affordable. The next is I wish to apply for a Tier 1 ranked university for spring 2022 or fall 2022. Which offers in-state tuition fee guaranteed and which accept 15 years of education. I'm also looking for an application fee waiver. What difference in this? So he is looking for Tier 1 ranked university. So that's the only difference. I have given some cost bifurcation for him. So there are universities which offer in-state tuition fee. So the tuition cost could be around $8,070 or $9,000. Housing is around 4,000 to 5,000. Meals 2,200. Books and supplies 1,200, and personal expense 1,000. So his total expense for 1 year could be 17,372 or 17,500. So that much expense he should be ready if he wants to apply for such types of universities. So that is about the Tier 1 ranked university. Case study 2. I am having around 60% in my bachelor's, and with few backlogs as well. I don't know how much few backlogs means. I wish to apply for MBA that is eligible for STEM programs, having tuition within 12,000 to 14,000. Please understand, all these are basically having some problems, and only then it becomes a case study. So I have 15 years, that is 12 plus 3 years of education, bachelor's. I'm looking for CPT. When you are saying CPT, curriculum practical training, that means I'm looking for internship based program, where whatever program I'm going to do, later on, if I get an internship, probably paid internship, I'll be able to cover the cost. Okay. So he's looking for CPT as a part of the curriculum. Let me know my chance. So first is 60%. So okay, bachelor's around 60% is fine. 15 years of education. There are universities which will accept 15 years of education. He's looking for STEM program, but he has not mentioned program. Now let's suppose he is looking for masters in computer science. Probably not possible. Masters in let's say physiotherapy, not possible with 15 years of education. Okay, so in certain programs you need 16 years. Here the assumption is that probably you are looking for those. You mentioned MBA. Okay, you are looking for MBA, so that is possible. And in MBA there are STEM programs which are IT based, because STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So technology based MBA programs are available which are STEM based. So you can apply for that. So you need a bachelor's around 60% and a TOEFL and IELTS, no GRE, GMAT, and you will be able to get into such types of programs with $12,000 to $14,000 per year. So in case you have such similar details, issues or concerns that you want to basically bring it out, you can schedule a Zoom one-on-one meeting, and where we'll be able to assess the profile, and we give guaranteed admission. So basically, if your profile is good, you may get guaranteed scholarship as well, or for guaranteed in-state tuition fees. Medical, I wish to apply to USA to get a good salary. I have completed my B Farm for Mumbai University. I wish to either complete PharmD in US, but do not wish to apply for PCAT. PCAT is the exam that basically pharmacy students have to give, or wish to complete MS PhD in pharmaceuticals. What are my admission chance? What will be the duration of the program? What salary should I expect after completing the program? So Farm D, you will be able to complete in 34 weeks as you have already done B Farm. So 34 to, let's say, basically 38 weeks could be your program duration. Um, your eligibility should be, you should be minimum 60% with a TOEFL or IELTS. You don't have to give PCAT since you don't want to give. There are basically universities. If you give PCAT, you can apply to a lot more universities. Your average salary based on this profile could be around 1,21,000 US dollars or 121,000 US dollars. So besides MS Pharmaceutical is STEM program, which will be you can complete in 2 years, and PhD Pharmaceutics you can apply in 3 to 5 years. Which is 3 to 5 terms, addition to MS Pharmaceutical. So it will come, you will be able to complete in 3 to 5 years. Okay. In case of any such similar, again, you can book a Zoom one-on-one appointment. Those related to medical who want to study abroad, they can book an appointment and we'll be helping you with these things. Final is basically a failed school student, 18 years of age. Now, this is interesting. I'm 18 years of age. I failed in my 8th grade and wish to study my bachelor's program to US directly. Is it possible? Now, this is like basically you get advertisement in India where you say pass directly 10th standard, pass directly 12th standard. So is it possible that he has failed in 8th grade and he can apply for a bachelor's program? Now, I said yes, possible, because there are associate programs available in US which may accept your profile with your failed 8th grade. Okay, which may accept your age. But condition is you should be 18 years or 18 plus years of age. If you are 17 years, then your profile is not acceptable. So since he's 18 years, it is possible. He can apply for associate program, need TOEFL or IELTS, and he can be able to get admission. So that is possible, that even after you basically have not completed your 8th grade, you can directly go for associate program. Associate programs are 2 years, then you do another 2 years and you get a bachelor's degree. The colleges that you have that provides associate also have relationship with universities. So you may get that transition from an associate college to a degree university, and you can finish your degree in US. For such types, again, last thing, book Zoom one-on-one appointment with us, because this profile has to be assessed, and then we'll be able to get you guaranteed admissions. Now, what about athletic scholarship, STEM-based program, and school admission? If you are basically at paid sports at state level, national level, I've given one case like basketball, and you are looking for athletics, you have a chance in the university. If you have played at state or level, national level, you can apply, and you can, even after you get admission, you can ask for sports scholarship. If that sports, that university is definitely playing, you have a chance of getting sports scholarship. Eligibility is minimum 50% scholarship or more on tuition fee. Last is, I'm looking for a STEM program, but I have done Bachelor's of Commerce. Can I guaranteed admission to STEM program? Yes. If MBA programs have STEM, and with 15 years of education, you can apply for an MBA program. Then Bachelor's of Commerce can also apply for a STEM program, and you can get into a STEM program. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So technology is something that a commerce students can definitely do, and he can go for such types of programs if he has already done his bachelor's. Next is, I'm looking for admission to school, USA school from 9th grade onwards. Is it possible with my 8th grade percentage to study in USA? Yes, we do study abroad counseling from 7th grade onwards. So we will be able to guide you for schools admission in US or in other countries. And that is possible for you to get admissions. For any such cases, do book. Technology means engineering study. No, Akash, technology doesn't mean engineering study. Engineering means civil, mechanical, electrical, those are engineering subjects. Technology is IT based subjects. Okay, information technology. If you are doing, let's say, there are basically digital marketing. There are subjects like business analytics. Those are technology based subjects. IT is also part of engineering. True, IT is could also be part of the engineering, but here the technology is digital marketing, business analytics, those types of cyber security, right, Aruna? So those type of subjects are technology based subjects. Um, Zoom one-on-one meeting, in case you want to have a Zoom one-on-one meeting for this, then you can have, which can be, as you know, that we give guaranteed admissions. And if your profile is good, you can also get into scholarships. So let's see how much time I have. I have another 5 more minutes. So let's take. Okay, these are visa case studies for US, Canada, I know that I'm going to discuss. So first case, I'm 23 years of age. I've completed my BCom with 71% in 2020. I have been rejected 5 times for US. I've been rejected thrice under B1, B2. So B1, B2 is a tourist visa. If you want to go on holidays, then you have to apply for a tourist visa. In a tourist visa, you can stay in US maximum for a period of 6 months. When I'm standing with my family, okay, B1, B2 is when I was standing with my family to visit USA on holidays. First time I was rejected when I was in my 9th grade. I have been rejected twice under student visa. Is it possible for me to get student visa for US? Yes, it is possible. I will suggest you apply to 2 countries like US and Canada to improve your student study visa chance. It is important to understand what is filled in the visa application form. We will have to start study abroad counseling from beginning. Kindly schedule Zoom one-on-one appointment for more details. Okay. So this is a case where basically the student percentage is good, 71%, but he has been rejected 5 times. The first being because he has stood with his family. I don't know how big is his family, whether it is 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. I don't know how many people were standing in there, or it was just 2 people. But they all got rejected. And then basically once you get a rejection, that means a visa officer has doubts that whether you are genuine. So you are rejected because they feel that you could be an illegal immigrant or you are a potential immigrant. So those are basically cases, and that's why they reject you. So you need to prove to the visa officer that you are genuine. There are ways to prove. You have to build your profile accordingly. I don't know basically what have you taken in terms of when you applied for your US studies. So considering all those things, there have been people who have come to me with 6 rejects and who have got visas. So getting visa is possible, but if you apply to 2 countries like US and Canada, then what you're doing is you're not putting all the eggs in one basket. By putting eggs in 2 baskets, you have more chances of getting a visa. That is what I'm saying. In case you don't get into US, you go to Canada. Don't waste 5 times rejected and still you are applying to the same country. Probably you should have applied to 2 countries earlier itself. I am 28 years of age. I've completed my BCom with 55% in 2014. I've been rejected 2 times for USA under student visa. Can I apply? Okay, this is last one. Most students do not understand basics of study abroad and therefore they are rejected multiple times under student visa. Basic includes taking TOEFL or IELTS, GMAT or GRE, applying to good number of universities at different locations, etc. Okay. This is important because some students basically IELTS or TOEFL scores are good. Some students don't give GMAT, GRE. They don't apply to sufficient number of universities. So when the visa officer asks how many universities you have applied, they say I've applied to just 1 university or 2 universities. The visa officer doubts whether you're good and they reject you. So imagine US visa is hardly for 2 to 3 minutes. So it is just one answer and then you are rejected. Or if you have applied to university at the same location, let's say you have a relative in California and you applied to 5 universities in California. And if the visa officer asks you how many universities you have applied, you said 5, which are they? You say all universities in California. The visa officer will understand that you have a relative in California and will reject you. So these are some of the things that basic includes. If visa officer is convinced that you are genuine, you do have student visa chance. It is important to understand your case profile. You will have to start study abroad counseling from beginning. Kindly schedule Zoom one-on-one appointment for more details. I hope all these basically case study is helping you to understand your profile. Okay. If the fact is that getting admission is not equal to getting visa. You need to fulfill the visa criteria and you have to work accordingly. Sometime you take your visa for granted and you get visa refusal and then you start crying. So before you do that, start preparing for your visa, have finances, work on your documents, because all this is important for the visa purpose. They would like to see whether you have everything in place or not. So having said that, I end today's session. I hope you enjoyed.